Guys, for our previous lesson, guys, we talked about Microsoft Access for beginners, and I promise you that I'm going to create time to create another video for you for more advanced one, guys. So today we are going to learn more about Microsoft Access in advanced area. We are going to pass all of section so that you can understand Microsoft in the right way. Follow step by step, and I believe after the end of this video, my friend, you are going to be somewhere. So thank you so much for those that are following. Thank you so much for those that are subscribing. For those that are sharing, I want just to appreciate you. So if you are new here to see this video, I just want to urge you to subscribe, to follow, to like, to comment. And if you have any problems you want me to do for you, I'm going to create a video for you. Just put there a comment. I'm going to design for you a video that you want. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Let's just jump in as we learn more, guys. So let's just jump in as we learn more. So first of all, just go to searching bar and then just access. Just write access. Okay. Of course, I'm using 2013. I don't know yours, but it is okay. It's work the same thing. So first of all, you have black desktop data. Just open. Of course, this is our recent. This is my recent project. There's no big deal there. Our main mission here, we are concentrating to black desktop database. We want to just create our database from scratch, guys. Okay. So let's just hit this one, and then you find that when you hit automatic, they are going to ask you to save your data before you continue. So you can just give it a name. So for me, I'm going just to, it is going to be a hospital. It's going to be a hospital data, just like that, guys. And then now we can select, come here and then select the file where you want your data to located to. So you can save. So for me, I want mine to be on document, guys. Then I'm going just to hit OK. So I have already saved now my database. So in case, in order power goes off, or I can just access it for future references. So now after you have done that, so just come here and then create. Just create. So of course I want to replace it. So now this is how our pages look like, guys. So it's just the same like Excel, but here different here now. This horizontal line, we call it record, and then this vertically line, this one, we call it a field. So that's a differentiate between Access and then Excel. Okay, guys. So now you find that we are going to check more about file. When you hit this file, you find that you have new. Of course, if you want to open new project, you don't want to continue with this one, you can just hit new. Or open, you can open the different project that you have saved in your computer. And then save, of course. After saved, you have talked this, save as, then print, closed. I think you understand what I'm talking about, guys. For those who understand Microsoft Office. For those who don't understand, you are a beginner, you can try Microsoft Access, Microsoft Word, Excel, and see how it's work. All these videos just there on my channel, check out, and then know how to use these tools, guys. Very easy, very good. So let's talk about home, and then home, when talk about home. These are different tools. You can check out how it's work. We have bold, you can change color, change font. So these are different tools there. You can check it, try it, know how it's work, guys. So after home, we have create. Of course, if you want to create now your table from the scratch, you are going to come here to create. Okay. So we are going to create table, or we are going to check more about the query design. We are going also to check about form design. We are going to check more about form wizard. And then we are going to finally make about our report. After you have sort, and then we are going to make our report. We are going to talk all of these, guys. We are going to check how it's work, guys. So we have external data, and this external data, this just data is coming from different sources or outside sources. For example, external data, when you hit this external data, I have external data from Excel. So I can bring external data from Excel to access. For example, let me show you something here. I have this data. I'm going to bring this data. I want this data to bring to access. It is Excel page. I think you can see it. This Excel sheet. But I want to transfer to access. I'm going to show you how to do that. Or you can transfer from different sources, not even access, but you can transfer even from the file. Yeah, you can transfer from the same access. Okay, guys? So that's more about external data. So we have data tools. We have also here, we have data tools. Also, we are going to talk more about these data tools, like a relationship, how these data relate to each other. Okay, guys, then finally you have field and then table. So we are going to check out how it's work, guys. So let's now, here at the top here we have table 1, and then we have ID, and then here also we have more option. We have data sheet view, and then we have also design view. So this is our data sheet view now, guys. So this is how our data sheet view look like. So let's return back to design view, check how it's look like, guys. So you can just come here to table and then right click to get more option, then go to design view. Or if you don't want to use this option, you can just come here down here and then go to automatic to design view. And you find that when you turn to design view, they are going to ask you to save your table first. Of course, that's the first procedure you are going to do. You are going to save. So this table, we can save it, and you are going to see that this table is going to change automatic according to the kind of the name you have given your data. So for example, let's give this is going to be a patient data. We are going to talk about patient data, just like that, guys. And then when we hit OK, automatic, guys. So now this is our design view. This is how design view look like, guys. We have field name, we have data types, we have description. We are going to check out how it's work, very easy. And then finally here down we have property, field property. Also we are going to check more details how this field property work. And then here we have, now we find that our table have changed to patient data because we have finally saved. Okay, guys. So our previous lesson for beginners, guys, for those that are following and for those that are subscribing, I think you know what I'm talking about. We learn more about this one for the beginners, access for the beginners. But we did talk more about field property. But today we are going to talk more about field property and worksheet properties, guys. Okay, let's start now inserting our field names. And that is, so now we are field names is going to be just personal data. So like when I'm talking about personal data, sorry guys, I'm trying to mean your name, your first name, your last name. I'm talking about your ID number, your telephone number. That's the personal details, okay? So I'm going to just make sure that I fill my field name. So my field name, of course, first of all, I'm going to have my first name. I'm going to have my first name, guys. I'm going to have my first name, just like that, guys. Yeah. And then when you hit in this black page, or this black page, this one, you will find we have a lot of option. I have some option here. So you are going to select different option according to the field name that you have insert. Of course, this field name, first name, is going to be a short text. So I'm going to select a short text. And then also I'm going to have a last name. I'm going to have a last name here. Last name, because, yeah, a person need to have 2 or 3 names. So that's my last name. Also, it's going to be a short text. Is not going, I cannot say long text because a name is just a short name, a short word. Okay, guys, I cannot say a long text because not a sentences. So I am just going to continue with the short text. And then also now I can say blood group. Let's say, well, let's talk about blood. Let's talk about blood. blood group. Okay, blood group. So blood group also still is going to be a short text, and then also we can have now start date. Yeah, we can have also a start date, just like that. And then this start date, now we are talking about time, so it's going to be time or date. I'm going to select time or date, guys, just easy, just like that. And then next I'm going to, I can just say the student ID. Let me talk about student. Sorry, not student, guys. It's going to be a patient. It's going to be a patient ID, just like that. And this patient ID, of course, is going to be a numbers. I'm going to select a numbers here. My data types going to be a numbers. Okay, guys, so now I can still say like status. I can say, yeah, status, and then this status, of course, still is going to be a short text. And then I can have now a date. Let me say a date. Yeah, date's not bad. Start. Let me have a start date. Let me have a cell phone. Let me wind up with a cell phone. Oh, a cell phone. Let me wind up with a cell phone. A cell phone. It's going to be a cell phone number, guys. Number, just like that. And then this is going to be, of course, it's going to be a numbers. I'm talking about a numbers. My data types is going to be a numbers, just like that. So you can continue inserting your data, even your ID number. You can just put there your Gmail account. Okay, more and more. Okay, guys, but for me, let's see, that's enough for me. So now I can switch back to, let me switch back to data sheet view. Okay, guys, so you find that when you switch back to data sheet view, they are going to ask you to save. That's the next procedure. Just to save, just easy, just like that. Automatic. Now you find that we have our data sheet view have arranged in the right order. So you have first name, last name, blood group. So we are going to correct something here, blood group. Let me correct this one. Yeah, blood group, just like that. And then finally I'm going to save it. Let me save it. We have start date, we have patient ID, state, and cell phone numbers. Okay, I can expand this one to see it clear. Yeah, just like that, guys. So you can now start inserting. You can input your details now, your first name. You can say like something like Kelvin, something like Kelvin. Wandera, last name can be Wandera, just like that. And then we can have also a blood group. So now we can have a blood group. Okay, guys, yeah, we can have a blood group. We can have like O, let's say talk about O positive or positive, and then pure, just like that. And then next start date. No, now you find that start date automatic, a calendar. You are going to find here a calendar. Select that calendar, and then select the kind of exactly date that you want. Okay, then go next. A patient ID, of course, it can be number 1, and then state time is going to be like a part time, something like that, part time. And then when we move next, we are going to have a number, of course, just have a number, just like that. Okay, so that's going to be a numbers. You can still continue inserting date, and then you can have something like just as continue. So you find that when you continue inserting your data, you find that you have, so automatic ID is going to just come automatic, number 2, number 3, number 4. So that's how important of primary number. Okay, let's read this record. Yeah. Okay, so that's how easy, how just like that. So you can go back, just go back to that to design view, see how it's going to look like. So you find that in design view, your first name is going to be cannot be appear here, because this is just help you to arrange your data in correct order, like first names, last name. But now if you want to more details, just go to design view and then insert your data. Just go to design view and then start inserting your data. Just easy, just like that. I think guys, you are okay. We are understanding something, guys. So now our next part, I'm going to show you how to insert data from Excel to Access. Very easy. So for example, the data I want to insert, this one is the data I want to transfer from Access, from Excel to Access. This is a Access sheet, and then I'm going to transfer to Access sheet, guys. So very easy. So let's check out. So the first things before you transfer, make sure that this field name, this first name, make sure is the same. Is the same, is look the same, guys. If not the same, just correct something. Make sure you correct something to be on the right way. Correct something. Correct something, guys. Okay, so I can just correct this one. Status is okay. A cell phone number is just fine. So I'm just going to collect this one. I can say this one is going to be a hospital ID, hospital ID, just like that. And then I'm going to save my changes. Just come here and then save your changes, guys. So now let's transfer now our data from Excel to Access. So just delete, make sure that you delete this one. Make sure that you delete this one, because make sure you remove this one first. Just hit X to remove this one. Okay, just remove this one before you transfer. If you don't remove, it's not going to just transfer, not going to Access. So first of all, so just come to external data. You can just come here to external data, automatic, and then go to Access. Or you can use another way, just come here to patient data and then right click, and then of course import. So we are going to import from Excel. Just hit Excel, just like that. And then now we are going to select exactly where our data is located. So just hit, and then of course our data, it is in desktop, and then it is here. This one, yeah, is the one that we need. Now we are going to append copy of the record to the table. Just append it. Okay, guys, just append it, and then we are going to give it time. So you find that now we have sample data for worksheet. So you can just check it. If there's something to make to change, you can change it. If it's something, it's okay. Yeah, it is a data sheet that we want. Just hit next. Just hit next, guys, and then also now here just hit next. Just hit next, and then just say finished. Okay, just say finished. Okay, and then you are going to close it. So you find that there, when you see it, you can just check it. You find that there's something have happened. There's something is not appearing here, but automatic you have already transferred. So if you want to confirm that you have transferred our details from Excel, just come here, just write patient data, just write. So you find that this now our data have automatic transferred from Excel. I think you can confirm it, guys. I think it is the same. Okay, it is the same, guys. So we started with Steven because this is the first details we entered from Access. Then we started from Steven, Silas. So this is how it's look like, guys. So very easy, just like that. Also now then we want to transfer our next data sheet 2 from Excel. This one, we want to transfer this data. Okay guys, so these are hospital data. So also let's check it out. So make sure that you remove this one first. So now just go to Excel, and then select, just come here to select where your data is located to, and then open, just open, guys. And then now is not, we are not going to append copy of the record of the table. We are going just to import source data into a new table in the current database. Okay, just hit OK, guys. So now we don't want sheet 1 because sheet 1 we have already transferred. So now we need sheet 2, guys. We need sheet 2. Okay, so this sample data of worksheet, sheet 2. These are hospital data. If everything is okay, just hit next, and then hit next, guys. And then so now here you can make changes. If you want to change data types, you can just come here and change data types. If you want to change a short text, you can change it. If you don't want, you can just leave it, and then you are going to hit next. Okay, so if everything is okay, just hit next and then say finished. Okay guys, and then you can save it. If you want to be the same procedure, you are going to use the same procedure continuously, you can just save it. But if you are just doing it for just once, just close it. Then you find that now we have sheet 2. Okay, and this sheet 2 is a hospital data. We can just find it out exactly. So we have already transferred our sheet 2 into Access, from Excel to Access, guys. So I think, guys, it's the same things I'm talking about. I think you can confirm yourself. It's the same. So that's the easiest way you can transfer data from different sources to Access. You can transfer from file to Access. Yeah, just try it, guys, for your free time, and then check out, guys, how it's work. So our next step, we are going to check more about how the field property work, guys. So that is going to be our next step. Okay guys, let's now turn back to data, patient data. Let's go to patient data, and then let's go to the data sheet, the design view. Let's go to design view. And fine, guys, now we want to check how these field properties work, guys. Our previous video we didn't talk about this one, but today we are going to discuss more details about this one, guys. Okay, so now we are going to start with the first name. So this first name, you find that when you hit outside the bracket, the table disappeared, but when you hit inside the bracket, you find that you get more option. The field properties appeared. So let's check more about this one option. So we have field size, and then this field size is just means that if you want your name to be more than 255 characters, it is okay. But I believe there's no any name that can be more than 250 characters. That's the whole sentence. In fact, it is a letter. Of course, that is a letter. 251 characters, that is a letter for full letters. But now field size, we can just give it as a 40, a field. Well, let's say 40, 45, it is okay. So it means that the first name is need to be 45 below, 45 characters below, not above. If it is above, it's not going to work. So if you want to insert your record inside there for more difference, previous, is not going to work. So it need to be 45 characters below. I think, guys, you understand what I'm talking about. So it means that when you put there a name, a sentence of a name is not going to work. A name need to be a short 45 characters. I think we are together. It's the same scenario with the last name. Also, it need to be 45. It is okay. 45 is going to be okay. Yeah. So you can now save the changes. Just come here and then save. Just hit this one and then save the changes. Yeah, I want to save the changes. Okay. So that's about first name. So I'm not going to talk too much about first name. So we don't have more things there to add. So I'm going to talk much in blood group. Let's check about blood group. Okay, guys. So this blood group, we are going to add option or selection. You can select according the kind of blood group you have. Because you have different blood group, you have blood group O, you have blood group AB, you have B. So we have different blood groups. So we need to have a selection a set that you are going to select. So what you do, guys, just come to blood group and then have more, go to more option here and then just come here to lock up wizard. Just hit that lock up wizard, guys. I think we are together. So you find that this table is going to appear, and then you want a lookup field to get the value from the another table or query. If you want, it's okay, but we don't have now at another table. For me, I will type the value that I want. Yeah, because I don't have another table. So I'm going to hit next. And then now I can type now. So we have blood group O, for example, have blood group O. It's going to be O positive. And then we can say pure. Yeah, just like that. We have blood group AB. Blood group AB. This is going to be O. Okay. O, guys. Going to be O. And then we have AB. This we can call it something like this one. Just like that. We have blood group A. We have A. So something like that. We have blood group B. Okay, guys. B. We have blood group B. So something like this one, guys. I think we are together. So after I have typed, so I can now allow people to select the kind of blood group they have. Okay, so I'm going to just hit next. And then, do you want limited entire today choices? Yes, of course, I want this one. And then I'm going to say finished. So I'm going to save my changes. Just save changes. Save changes. And then when you go back to datasheet view, so just go back to datasheet view. So you find that this blood group, when I select this blood group, there's a lot of selection. So I can select A, B. Of course, I can just come here and select B pure. Okay, so I have more option now. Okay, so that's important of access. Okay, just try it and check it how it works. So let's go talk more about start date. Let's switch to design view. Let's switch to design view. So let's talk about more about start date. And then this start date also we can do many changes here. For example, start date. When you go to format here, so there's a lot of option here. So you can choose long date, short date, like this one. You have a long date or a short date. So a long date we find we have like forever months. For example, months is going to be in words. If you don't want months to be in words, to be numbers, it's up to you. You can select even a general or a short one, a short date, just like that one. Okay, so it means that months is going to be in numbers. Okay, it's not going to be in letters. But if you want to be in words, just say long date and then just come here and then save. Just save just like that. So when you go back to design view, you find that automatic to datasheet view, automatic now. You find that we have months, we have words, May in words, April in words, just like that. So if you want in letter, in numbers also do the same thing. Just come here and then go to design view, and then now come here and then select this one. Select that. I want just short date, just say short date, and then just save changes. Just save changes. Automatic. If you go back to datasheet view, automatic, now you find that our maths is going to be in numbers. So now the words have disappeared. I think, guys, you are learning something. I think you are getting something, guys. That is it. Okay, so that's more about the start date. You can do many changes here. You can even start date. You can just come here. Let's go back to design view, check more option. So date, you can just put a mask. For example, I just come here and then select a mask. You can just come here and then select the kind of mask you need. If you want a short date mask, it is up to you. So for example, let me select a short one, and then you can try it, see how it's going to appear. So try it. So that's how a mask is going to appear. You can try this one and try it. So you are going to choose your favorites, the one that you want. For me, let me go with their short date, and then let's say next. And then of course next. Okay, and then I'm going just to say finished. Okay, so you find that when I save changes, let me save changes. And then when I go back to datasheet view, let me go back to datasheet view. So you find that when I insert here details, I can say Benjamin, Uma, so blood group, I can now come here and then select the kind of blood group, if it be pure, and then date. So now when you go to date, to find that there is a mask, you can start, say 02 11, so 2026, just like that. You find there is a mask. Okay, so that's more important about a mask. Okay, of course, let me delete this one. So also it's the same thing like hospital ID. So let's talk more about status. Let me go back to design view. Let me go to design view. So numbers, of course, I don't want to talk more about this one. Let me talk about status. So status, of course, if you want like status, let me go back this status. Let me switch back to data sheet view. So if you want this status, you want PTA. For example, you don't want to add more than 3 letters. So for example, if I add PTA, I can add now, for example, PTA. Of course, I can add PTA just like that. But if you don't want to add another letters, for example, you want to be only 2 letters. For example, part-time, full-time, that's it. You don't want to add another thing. So what you do, just come here. Let's go back to the design view. Let's go to design view. So what you do, you can just come here and just say 2. I need 2, only 2. 2, I just want part-time, 2 letters, only 2 letters. I don't want 3 letters. And then save changes. Yeah, you are going to save changes. Okay, of course, yeah. So you find that when you switch back to datasheet view, let's switch back to datasheet view. So you find that when I try to add another letters here, for example, like PTA, you find that I cannot continue because I have just put there 2 letters. I can just put 1, but I cannot extend more than 2 letters. I think, guys, you are together there. So if I just leave it 1, it is okay, it's allowed. Yeah, P or PT. But if I just insert another letters to be 3, it's not going to allow, guys. I think you are together. You are understanding something I'm talking about, guys. So let's delete this. Let's delete this and talk about something else. Okay, yes, of course I want to delete this one. Let's go back to design view. So guys, you can try it. So let's talk about numbers, cell phone numbers. So also these cell phone numbers, if you want to put a mask, the same scenario, just come here and then you can select a mask. Just come here and then select a mask. Okay, yeah, okay. So guys, you can try this, you can try this, you can try this, you can try this one. Okay guys, so if I want to put this mask to, I want to remove this one, I can just come here and then remove this one, remove this date, and then save. If I save this one, if I save this one, you find that when I go back to, when I switch back to datasheet view, so you find that the mask now is going to disappear. Now I can select now date. I'm going to select just a date. The mask is not going to be there now. I think guys, you are together. I think you can try this guys to see how it's work. Yeah, try it on your free time. Play with this all. You just do the same work. There's no big difference there. So that's all about field properties. Okay guys. So our next procedure, I'm going to show you. Let's talk about relationship. Okay, guys, let's talk about relationship. That is going to be our next topic. Okay, guys. So what you do, guys. What you do, guys. But before we talk about relationship, guys, let's talk about form. Let's create our form. So if you want to create form, you want to add more details. There's some details that you have forgotten, or you have another client who need to add details, or you need to send this document to him or her to add his or her details. So just create. So we are going to create, come to create, and then of course you are going to go to form automatic. You can just come here to form design. Let's just check to form design. Of course that's how our form design is going to look like, but we don't want this one. Let's talk about let's go back. Let's talk about form. So this is how our form works. So we are going to have data sheet and then go to create and then go to form design. Sorry guys, sorry. Okay, go to create. Let's delete this one first. Okay, no. So let's go to this one and then let's go to let's go to form. Let's go to form automatic. So now this is our form, guys. This is our form. So now you can add some changes here. You can use these records. You can use this one to go next, to go next, to go next. But before we do that, let's just make this form view, because now after form view, now you can add some details here, just like that. Okay, you can switch here to next, and then here now you can still insert your data. For example, Kelvin, and then here ID is going to be like let's say 2. Okay, let's move next, and then first name Kelvin, last name can say Wandera. You can say Wandera, something like that. Blood group, we can come here and then select. just like that. Date also, we have a calendar here, just come here and then select, and then hospital ID can have like 2, and then status we can have party time, just like that, and then telephone number we can have like something like this one. Okay guys, something like that one, just like that. Okay, so when you save these changes and save these changes, and then this we are going to call it form. You can call it form, just like that. Okay, so you can add more details, guys. So you find that when you go to datasheet view, you have already add our details here. So we have this Kelvin, Wandera, we have already added our data now. Okay guys, so it's very easy, just like that. Yeah, let's go back to this form. So let's switch back to a design view, show you more details about the design view. So you find that this is our design view now. So you find that you can do many changes here. You can edit this name, you can make sure that you can change color, you can just align to the center. Okay, for example, if I want to you can just align to the center, something like that. Okay, so that is it. Okay guys, so that is it. So you can do some changes inside here, make some changes inside here. So for example, you can just select all of them. You can just select, come here and then select this one, just like that, and then you can just make sure that you just place the position that you want your data to be aligned. If it is at the center, just make sure that you align at the center. If not at the center, make sure that you align at the correct places, just like that guys. I think we are together there. So that is it. Okay guys, so just like that guys. So you can edit, you can add some changes here. You can change even color. You can just come now to this property sheet and then change color. For example, font size, you can increase font size. Come here and say you want like 22, your font size to be 22. So just come here and then increase to 22, just like that. Okay guys, you can add something here like data, patient data. You can select and then change color if you want to, or to select color, just come here and then for color just hit this one, and then select the kind of color. If you want red color, just select red, automatic your data is going to be red. Yeah, you can just make sure that if you want to align at the center, there's aligned, text aligned. You want to select left to align right, center, or like left, just like that. It's going to be left, like right, just like that. So you can make some changes here. Use this property sheet to work. If you want to font italic, you can just come here and then select yes, I want font automatic is going to change. So you can play with this property sheet and check out. So you can select black style, just come here and then select styles. Okay, select style, normal or highlight, just like that. Okay guys, so that's how it's work in property sheet. So you can even edit, add some details here. You can stretch this one. Let's stretch this one. You can stretch like that one. and this one also you can stretch like that one. Okay guys, so you can make some changes using this property sheet. So you can just try it, check it how it's work guys. Try it and check it how it's work guys. So another thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to insert. So let's go to design. So let's talk about the design. So for example, in this design we want to add some picture. You can just come here and then select the picture that you want to add, the kind of picture you want to add, and then you can attach your document. If you want to attach your document, you're going just to select there and then attach your document. If you want to insert a picture image, just come here and then browse where the kind of the picture is located to, and then here if the picture is around on desktop, you can assign the kind of the picture that you want to insert. For example, this one, and then just select OK. So you find that automatic, and then insert your picture. So automatic, now we have our picture here. We have our picture. This is now our picture guys. I think now you can see it. Okay, so you can crop this picture. For those who understand what I'm talking, you can crop it, you can remove it if you don't want this picture. Okay, so we can also insert table. We can come here and then you can just come use this control wizard, and then after control wizard you can add text, you can add buttons, you can add many things here guys. You can play with this carbon box. For example, let's add carbon box here. So I'm going to add carbon box. So select just like that. So of course let's add carbon box. Let's go back and then let's add carbon box. Okay. Check this one. So now we find that there's another box is going to appear, and this box is going to ask you if you want a list box to get value from the another table. You will type your value that I want. If you will type, it is up to you. Just you can select I will type. You can just say next. Okay, and then now just come here and then type. Okay, if you don't want to type, you can just go back and then say I want the list box and then hit next. Okay guys, so you can select sheet 1 or data sheet and then just say next. Okay guys, so now you are going to select the kind of selection that you want. Okay, if you want this, all of this one, or you want hospital ID, you can just select that hospital ID and say I want this hospital ID and then hit next. Okay guys, and then you can now come here and then select. If you want to make some changes, you can make some changes from ascending. Yeah, I want from ascending, and then hit next. Okay, and then now you can just put here the key. If you don't want, just hit next and then say finished. Okay guys, so you can make some changes, like that one. So for example, another thing, you can insert box. I'm going to show you. You can insert button here. You can just come here and insert button just like that. And also we have another time. So and this button you can choose here if you want next or a delete button or a print button. For example, I want print button. I'm going to select this print button and then I'm going to hit next, and then I'm going just to come here and then hit next and then say finished. Also, so if I now a print option is here, so you can save these changes. You can just come here and then save the changes, and then of course, and then go to design view, go to design view. So go to form view, and now you find that print option is here, have selection option is here. So when you hit this print option, automatic, so if you have a printer, Epson, just you can come here and then print, you select the page that you want and then print your form. Okay guys, I think we are together now. So let's go back to datasheet view from design view. Let's go back to design view. So we can still insert button. You can still, or next button, let's say we want to next. One next, you can just come here and then insert. So we want okay guys, so now we can still insert next. So just come here and say next. Just come here, go to just come here to operation. If delete, if you don't want to delete, just say I want to go to first record, last record, or next record. Let's go to next record and then hit OK. Okay, we are going to hit OK. Of course, you are going to just hit OK and then say finished. So now we are going to save our changes. We are going to save our changes. Also, we are going to insert next previous. Let's insert previous. Let's insert previous. Just come here to record operation and say I want to insert previous. Previous is going to be here. Print, save. Let's go to record. Next, first, last. Our previous is going to be here, and then just hit next, and then also hit next. Yeah, and then say next. So now we find that we have this option, we have next and then we have previous. So let's save our changes. Let's save our changes. So I'm going to save my changes, and then when you go back to design view, sorry, when you go back to a form view, so you find that now we have next button. So when you hit next, our previous, you can just hit our previous, and then just go like this one, next, next. Okay, and then now you can still insert your details here. Okay, so it's very easy, just like that. You want to go previous, just like that, previous, just like that, next, just like that. So you can just play with this, guys. Play with this, just check it, yeah, how it's work, guys. So play with this, guys. This button, you can insert many things, guys. Delete option, for example, or next option. Okay, for example, let me insert delete option. Just come here and then just come and then select delete. So delete option is going to be here, delete option, and say next, and then also say next, and then say finished. So you find that we have now delete option. So when I save these changes, when I go back, when I go back to, so when I go back to, let me go back to design view, let me go back to a form view. So now you find that this is our delete. So I can delete this row if I don't want this. I can just go next, go next, go next, next. So if I don't want this one, I'm just going to delete this one, just like that. Let's go next, this one. So I'm going to delete Kelvin Wandera. Let me just hit this one, and then do you want to delete? Of course I want to delete. And you find that when I go back to my datasheet view, so now you cannot find it there. Okay, So let's try it. Okay, so it's just easy, just like that, guys. So you can try it, on your free time to check how it's work, guys. So next, guys, let's check more about relationship. Let's talk about relationship, guys. Okay, guys, so relationship, guys. So relationship. Okay, guys, so let's talk about relationship. Relationship, just come here to this patient data. You can just remove this one, remove all of this table, remove them, remove them, and then just come here to external data. Sorry, come to your create. Sorry, come to database tools, and then go to relationship. Just hit this relationship. Automatic, we have another table is going to appear. So you are going to add. I say you can just add just like that, or you can just double click just like that. So now we have two table here. We have these two table. So let's check how this table related to each other. Okay, guys, let's check more about how this table related to each other. So if we want to find that, want to check this school ID, how it's related with this ID. So you can just hold this one ID and then just insert to this hospital ID and find that you have edited relationship is going to appear. So if you want to make some changes, you can just come here and then select some changes. If you don't want it, is okay. Just say uh, and then enforce referral initiation and then create. Okay. So okay, they are saying the relationship must be on the same number field, same site types. Okay, so we are going to change this one. Of course, so yeah, it doesn't match. So let's check this one. So we are going to hit hospital ID create. Of course, now we have relationship. So hospital ID is related with this ID. How? You have a lot of question how it's related. Let's check out. Because host ID, this is a number. Also, this hospital ID, it is a numbers. So let's check out. Let's go back to patient data. So you find that now ID it is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. And then the patient number 1, it is Kelvin. Okay? It is Kelvin. And then when you go to Kelvin, so let's check Kelvin, it is admitted in which hospital. Okay? It is number 1, ID number 1. It is admitted with which hospital. So you find that Kelvin, it is admitted in Nangina whole family in Kenya. Okay? So that's how it's related. Number 1, it is Nangina Hospital, and then the number 1 again here, student data, it is Kelvin. So that's how it's related to each other. Guys, I think we are together there. Okay, so next now, guys, we are going to talk more about sorting, how you can sort this data. Okay, guys, so sorting, guys, just come here to data sheet, and then you can use data sheet or patient data. So you have some option here. We have some option here like this one option. So now we can sort, okay, from largest to the smallest, or ascending to the descending. Okay, sorting from A to, so you find that the name is going to arranged in the alphabetical orders. I think, guys, we are together. So you can, or just come here and then select. If you want, just you want to see more details about Kelvin, just come here and say I want just Silas and Stephen, only that one. Select Silas and Stephen. So you find that when you select Silas and Stephen, this is their details. Okay, guys. So that's all about sorting. You can sort here from uh, oldest to newest, or sorting from newest to the oldest is up to you guys. So easy, just like that, guys. So that's all about sorting, guys. So next, guys, you are going to talk more about queries. You are going to ask you are going to ask a question, computer, sorry, access, to give us the correct answer that we need. For example, guys, let's go back. Let's go back. So let's ask more question. Just come here to create, and then go to form, query design. Yeah, go to query design. Just hit query design, and then find that when you hit query design automatic, there's a table is going to appear. And I told you can just add this table. Just come here to add, and then also choose this one, and then add, just like that. So you find that now we have two table, and then we still have with the relationship. We still have relationship, guys. We still have our relationship. This our relationship is the hospital ID related with the ID number. I think, guys, I have explained more about that. So let's ask a question now. Access. So for example, I want access to give me first and last name. So I'm just going to hit this one first. Just right click first. Of course, it's going to appear field name and table. And then also I need a last details. So I need these details. Guys. I need only these two details. So I'm going to run. When I run this one, you find that, of course, the details I have asked: first name and then last name. And then first name, we have Kelvin, Steven, Silas, Stevens, blah blah blah, something like that, guys. Wandera or Jambo. Okay, so that's very easy, just like that. So you can ask question. Access, and then give you the correct answer. Also, let me continue asking another question. Also, I want blood group, and also I need this blood group. Also, I need this start date, and also I need this hospital ID. Okay, so when I come here and then run, I'm going to run these details. So you find that the details I have asked blood group, start date, just like that, and then hospital. Automatic access is giving me the question that I have asked. I think, guys, you are together. You are getting something there. I think you are getting something there. Let's switch back to. So now let's finished. I need also status. I need status, and then cell phone number is very important. Also, I need here hospital name, very important, and location also very important, and then also cell phone number. Okay, so I need all of this one. I need details about this one, about first name. I need details about blood group. I need details about state patient data. So if I run, access is going to give me the question I have asked. Automatic. These all details I've asked. Okay, so that's how to design queries, how to ask access question and give you the correct answer that you have asked. Okay, guys, again, let me show you something important here, guys. Let's go back. So if I don't want to show, for example, I need just to see a hospital name, and then I need to see hospital name, location, and cell phone number. Okay, and then also I need to see the first patient and then last patient, and I don't really want to see state date, hospital ID, or status. So I'm going to remove this one. I don't want to show. I'm going to remove this one. Don't show. Just remove this one. Okay, yeah, just like that. So I'm going to remain with the first name, last name, and then hospital names, location, and cell phone number. So if I run this one, it doesn't mean it's not there. It's just there, but I don't want it to show. Okay, guys. So I'm going to run, guys. So if I run, the details is going to give me just a hospital location, cell phone, and then first and then last name. I think, guys, you are together there. We are learning something. We are getting something, guys. Okay. So that's how it's work. Let's go back to let's go back to design view. So guys, now you can try it and check it. Yeah, for you, when you are free time, just check it. Yeah, try it, guys. It's going to be okay. So our last, guys, I'm going to show you more details about a report. Let's make our report. Yeah, let's make our report, guys, using our form. Using our form. So let's make our report, guys, using this form that you have created. Let me show this one because I read my report to be visible. So let's use this form. Sorry, we are going to use query to make our report. You can delete this one. Yes, yeah, I'm going to call it query. So let's use this query to make our report, final report. So our final report, we are going just come to create and then just come here to report. Okay, just come here to make report, just like that. That is our report now, guys. Okay, so this is our report. So you can make some changes here. Okay, you can just make some changes. If you want to make some changes, it's up to you, guys. You can just edit, just come here and then change to a report view. Just come here to report view and then make some changes inside there. So very easy, just like that. So this is our report. We need a report from Kelvin, Kelvin Stevens, what, and then this is our final report. So you can just delete. You can just come here, and then if you want to design view, go to design view, and then also you can make some changes here. If you want to make some changes, it is okay. If you don't want to make some changes, you can finally you can finally just export your data. You can just export your data. Okay, guys. So to export now, guys, just come here to external data, and then you can just export or save to export. Just save to export, or you can just right click this one, and then save. It's up to you. So it's up to you, guys. So you can just save it if you want to save it, just like that. Okay. If you want to export, you can save this one changes. You can just come here and then save it. Okay, or save the import, just like that. So very easy, just like that, guys. So you can try this one, guys, when you are free. Check it. Yeah, Excel is very easy. So it's a matter of concentration and then follow step by step. I believe you are going to learn something. So I want to appreciate you guys for those that are following. I want to say bye bye for today. Let's meet next class. Thank you so much for listening.